Anybody home? Come on out, everybody! It's time to play!
You're crazy.
I'm not crazy, I just don't give a fuck! Smoking bars outside the dark, and I wanna know what the fuck you're doing with my time!
Oh, I kick ass for the Lord.
What's up, you gothic-loving freaks, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have a really vibrant film to show off here. It is Roger Corman's 1964 Edgar Allan Poe-infused flick. It is the Masque of the Red Death. And yeah, Vincent Price is in the lead role, and it's one hell of a roller coaster of a ride and one bizarre film. But beautifully shot and very poetic. But let's jump right into it. Here is The Masque of the Red Death. The Masque of the Red Death is something to behold for sure. It is Roger Corman through and through. He directed it, produced it. It's got that whole Roger Corman vibe going for it, and a very 60s stylish vibe going on with a lot of gothic elements and just a really hammy performances that are amazing. And yeah, just something to check out if you love that kind of stuff. But let's get into the premise of this film. It pretty much follows Vincent Price's character named Prince Prospero, and he is a son of a bitch through and through. He is having a masquerade ball, and he invited all of royalty and the nobles to come to his castle and kind of revel in their nobility. And, well, while that's going on, there is a red plague that is taking out the peasants throughout the countryside, and the only people that are safe are the ones inside the castle. But before that plague even hits, Prospero comes down to the village, and he pretty much just wrecks shit, burns the village down, and takes a young girl named Francesca for himself, and also her boyfriend and her father. And they're going to torture those guys for the noble guests and all that stuff. So they take them back to the castle, and everyone's having fun, being weird. Prospero tells Francesca about his life as being a Satan worshiper. She's frightened as hell, and just like things escalate from there. But the main thing is it's showing like the difference, the disparaging difference between the rich and poor, and kind of the gluttonous nature and just strangeness of these royalty people. And there's an undercurrent of that this figure in red keeps showing up, saying that there's going to be retribution coming, and ultimately it does, and it kind of unfolds very beautifully. While Prospero and Francesca are doing a cat and mouse kind of game where he's trying to corrupt her and make her not as pure as she is. So he's almost like a game for him. But like I said, Vincent Price is the lead role in Prince Prospero. Does a fantastic job. Just takes it totally seriously, and he knocks every scene out of the park. He's very sinister, just a corrupt, foul human being, and he does it beautifully. Francesca is played by Jane Asher, who does an amazing job of being the kind of timid, innocent young woman who is pure at heart and trying her damnedest not to be corrupted by this weird-ass Satan worshiper guy. There's also, there's another woman that is fond of Vincent Price's character, Juliana. She's a devout Satan worshiper as well, and she's trying to prove herself over and over again. She is played by Hazel Court, who is stunning in this movie, like very, very beautiful woman, and puts her heart and soul into this role, and it shows. And following that out is Gino, the boyfriend of Francesca. He's played by David Weston. He does a really good job as kind of the underdog hero character who's trying to fight and win back his girlfriend and rescue her from the castle. And then there's also a real sinister, disgusting dude that's kind of one of Prince Prospero's underlings, or another royalty is trying to get into his good graces. Alfredo, and he's played by Patrick McGee. Total sleaze, a pervert. He gets almost off at watching this innocent girl dancing and stuff like that's like she messes up at her dance and he slaps the shit out of her because he's just a dickhead. But he gets his comeuppance in the craziest way. He's in a gorilla costume and gets hung up to the ceiling and burned to death. It's the movie's weird as hell. But he's got a good demise in there. But like I said, it's based on the Edgar Allan Poe story, so it pulls a lot of those kind of aesthetics that a lot of Roger Corman movies do. A lot of the good ones and the great ones. But this one is fantastic. The colors are garish and vibrant, and especially towards the end in the masquerade ball when Death shows up and starts manipulating the visuals and everything like that. A lot of reds and bright colors, and especially when it's whenever they're visually displaying the red plague, there's a lot of red across the screen. It's really interesting how they pull it off. And a lot of these sets inside the castle as well are different themed colors. It's a very vibrant film, like I said. But in the end, really enjoyable stuff. Very gothic and haunting, and just kind of mesmerizing because you don't really know where the story... You know where the story is ultimately going, but you don't know how they're going to get from there, from the beginning to the end. And there's a lot of interesting stuff that happens throughout the way that I think you'll enjoy. But that is The Masque of the Red Death. Really awesome film. One of Roger Corman's best. And Vincent Price is amazing in this one. He does fantastic, but there's a lot of other movies that he's in that I love him even more. But he's probably his most sinister in this one. He's a real prick, and I love it. He's a really, really big prick in this one. Recommended. But guys, that is it for me. Hopefully you like that one, and hopefully you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment below because I love hearing from you guys. But until then, I will see you all at the next Lucid Nightmare. Peace.